Hello everybody, and today I'm going to speak about British myths and legends. So let's start. When it comes to the British Isles, England offers a rich yet not that well-known range of myths and legends. Sure, Ireland, Scotland and Wales are perceived as territories with a more popular folklore. Everybody are familiar with Nessie or leprechauns. For going into depths of mythology around the British Isles, immerse into the magical stories of England's fairies, scary creatures, and legendary heroes. Here are a few examples, some of famous ones and some that you might not have heard about. So let's start. The first one is about fairy dogs and magical pathways. When you walk in a forest, you often come to crossings and might remember something about taking the path less taken. For certain crossings, there might even be a path that is indeed less taken, as some have an invisible path that would enable you to not just enter a different part of the forest, but also a different world altogether. At some of these crossings, you might meet a rather strange-looking dog. Beware, if you manage to bark at you 3 times, you might be in trouble. Walking these possibly enchanted forests, you might want to avoid strange-looking mythical dogs snooping around the crossings, unless you would indeed be interested in being lost in some magical other world. So the second one is about Ghost of a Hunter. With so many mysterious forests, England cannot be a boring, ghostless place. However, not all of them are there to haunt you or lure you into the darkness. If you ever fancy a visit to Windsor Forest, you might encounter the ghost of Herne the Hunter, who lived during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. Unfortunately, after some offense he committed, he decided to hang himself. Since that moment, he is said to patrol the forest. Locals say he is there in times of need and would always be a guardian of Windsor Forest to make up for the mistakes of his past. The next one is about Jack O'Kent. Is a folk hero who appears in numerous stories. One of them witnesses that Jack apparently managed to trick the devil. He asked the devil for help to build a needed bridge over a river. The devil agreed, but as you might suspect, he didn't agree without asking for a high price. Jack O'Kent would have his bridge as long as he agreed on one thing: the devil would be allowed to take the soul of the first person to cross the bridge. Jack O'Kent agreed quickly, but he did trick the devil. Instead of walking over the bridge himself, or having an unsuspecting peasant walk over it, the trickster threw a bone when a dog was close. The dog took the bait, ran over the bridge, and so the devil received the soul of a dog. After all, he had not been too specific about whether it had to be a human. Could it be one of the dogs appearing around the mysterious crossing in the woods? Who knows? So the last one is about Stonehenge. Standing as one of the world's greatest mysterious, Stonehenge appears as a symbol of many mythological beliefs, as well as scientific guessings. Stonehenge is very old, but not the only stone circle in the British Isles. There are a few different theories on how it was used and what the real purpose behind it was. It could have been a site for ritual sacrifices, as that's what people in the past did: keep the gods and goddesses happy, an ancient calendar, or a site towards the movement of the stars. But how it was erected, it remains a mystery. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this myth and legends. So see you soon. Goodbye.